Here we go.
She screams in silence, subtly riot penetrating through her mind. Waiting for a sign to smash the silence with the brick of self-control.
I'm Maddie Frias, and I do drama in the drama department.
My name is Josiah Sweet.
That was our intro.
Yeah.
My name is Jamie Cutter.
I'm Cameron Morgan,
And I'm Michaela Murray.
and welcome to Art in the Making.
We're not the title. You can't say that.
Yeah, we are the title. We have to be the title. It's just Cameron Morgan, Michaela Murray. That's the title. Gosh dang it.
Yeah, gosh dang it.
My name's Nico, not George.
I like drama because it's such like a supporting art, and like everyone around you is so nice and like supportive of you, and we're all like just really good friends. And if you like mess up on stage, yeah, you laugh like a little bit, but like everyone just like gets along, and it's like really fun. I like it.
I like music because mainly, even if you're not good at it, if you put your own sound to it, then it's a little different. Like I like music when you more teach yourself than learn it from a book, just because that's, I don't know. I like all things that way, I guess. So music just kind of fits into that. Sorry, I forgot to do it again. Let's do it again.
It gives me a way to express myself. It gives me a way to like vent onto paper, really. I have been like doodling for a really long time, and I'm like at a place where I'm kind of comfortable with my art and how I do my art, and so like doing art makes me really happy. And whenever I have time to do like a really big project or work on something with other people, it makes me feel like more a part of the community and just more like a person who's able to communicate with other people.
I like the sense of connectedness that it gives me. I like the, it fills me with a lot of purpose, which is something that I've been struggling to find throughout my high school career. I feel like this class gives me something to look forward to and to derive experience from.
I really like the close friendships you make, and like just being on stage is just super fun, especially when you're in the ensemble. You get to dance and sing, and just I've made some of my best friends here.
Mom, do you know where Dad is?
No.
When playing the drums, it's a different experience. That's where I go to think. And yeah, when you're playing the guitar, to be good at it after a while, it's an out-of-body experience if you do it right.
Well, when I listen to music, I obviously have an emotional connection with that. But when I play music, I really think it's that you get that emotional connection with what you're playing, and it's also very satisfying. At least with the guitar, I really just like the way that the guitar feels and the emotion you can actually, get out of it. And I like the fact, as far as if I'm ever writing my own stuff, it's very emotionally, like I like how I can express myself in an emotional way that's kind of beyond what words can do. It's also very satisfying to see that I've progressed. Like, I started at a point where I can't do something, whether big or small, and after a period of time, after practicing a lot, I can actually do that thing. That's very satisfying.
Well, I think it's a beautiful experience in both scenarios, to see children performing. A lot of times you see these kids, and some of which are the shyer kids in class or students who might be struggling, and then you see them get up there and come alive. You see kids come alive and the light go off, and they get that experience, that rush that you get from working so hard on something and then performing. And you hear it in the crowd goes wild, and it's really exciting for them. For me personally, I just had a great show this last weekend, and you see people dancing and moving, and you feel as one with the guys that you've practiced so much with. And when you hit that level and you hit those notes and hit those really hard parts, it's just kind of awakens your soul. It's a beautiful experience. That's why I love to do it.
I just like learning sick riffs and like learning new ways to play and scales. Yeah, it's fun. Whenever I can, like during homework, I'll play the uke when I can. Yeah, I'll just learn songs by ear and stuff. It's fun.
Feels good. I mean, it's a good way to like release emotion, that pent up anger if you're one of those edgy kids. It's good. It kind of cleans you out a little bit.
Everything. You can have freedom, you can express yourself. It's relaxing sometimes, it's frustrating sometimes. It's a way to make a point or just hide even.
Well, I love music. I'm in a couple bands, and since I'm a teacher here and the after-school coordinator, I also wanted to give kids an opportunity to be in a band, because when I was a kid, I played clarinet, which was not quite as cool as playing rock music like they do up there. So I wanted to give them the chance to shine.
I kind of fell into the position here. I came in as a guest artist and fell in love with the students here at Delta, and I've been here for 10 years.
I love teaching at Delta. I love the freedom I have to incorporate my own passions into what I teach, the ability to really know all of my students as people first. They're not just students filling seats, they're individuals that I know and that I love and that I get to hang out with outside of school and watch them grow as individuals and know their interests and help guide them in life. So I think that's the most important part of what makes Delta Delta.
First, I heard it over like the loudspeaker at school, and I was like, that sounds kind of cool, but I don't know if I'm good enough. But I talked to my friends, and they're like, you should just go. So I went and I tried out, and I got in. It's pretty cool.
Well, I think anybody that creates something, whether that's an experience relating to theater or art or music or whatever, can be considered an artist, because you're creating some form of enjoyment with the arts to someone else. So I think that I do consider myself an artist. I think that it takes a lot of artistry to get up there and deliver a show, deliver an experience, and make something like what we do here.
Well, I've honestly never really thought about it. I guess I would be, because art is anything that has creates an emotional response.
art, whether it's theater or music, whatever. That's a really magical thing you can't really put into words. So whenever I'm working with anyone in the process of creation of a musical, perhaps, I feel like it's creating something really special that I don't really know how to put into words. It's just really, really special to me.
Like in the future, definitely, oh yeah, because like you learn how to collaborate and you learn the value of hard work and teamwork, and like it teaches you how to speak in public, and that's just really helpful.
Have you made a lot of new friends in drama?
Oh yeah. Have I? Yeah, I consider myself to be friends with all of these people. I think it's awesome, and I do it a lot of the time. Like I do drama just to make friends, because I feel like this group of people specifically are some of the most well-rounded people I've ever met in my entire life, and it's really saved my high school experience. I came into high school not having too many friends. I came from middle school that not a lot of people transfer to Aptos from. So I was kind of lost, and I felt lost and I felt incomplete, kind of. But I found this department and I found the people in it, and the way they took me in is the way I'm trying to take in people now that I'm an upperclassman. Yeah, I feel like I've made a lot more than friends. I feel like I've really made a home for myself here, which is something I didn't think I would be able to say.
Do you guys like working together on stage?
Yes.
Oh, that was a serious question. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I really like working with Michaela because we always have fun on stage.
Yes.
It's not like, okay, we have to do this or else we can't do it at all. She's a playful, like, she's a fun person to work with. She's not strict or anything. I see that over there. Stop.
Yeah, some people are very serious and like they take it very seriously, but I mean, we do take it seriously, but it's good to have fun. And most people do, I think.
Wait, what's fun?
Except for this guy.
God, you guys. Just cut it someplace.
I'm sorry, Nico. Why did no one do this to me?
You're probably wondering how I got into this situation. Get off me, Dario. I'm trying to answer a question.
I love you.
Can I answer?
Yes.
Is it okay?
It's never okay. It never.
Yeah, it's like you're a team, but like if you're a pop star, you're all alone, and you have to do this work all alone. But when you're with a band, you can do it together, and like it builds a relationship between each other. And it's deep.
It's super fun because like to see how all these talented people come together and make something awesome. It's super fun.
Other people enjoy when I'm doing on stage. That I feel like it's really amazing. It's a really satisfying feeling because you get to know that all this work you put into what you did and how you did it is just, it makes other people feel nice and good, and that really just gives me the best feeling in the world.
Well, a lot of my most vivid memories actually come from walking out of the wings of the stage and coming to bow to the audience after giving a performance. It's a really strange feeling to go out there and be rewarded by all the hard work you've done. I don't really know how to put it into words, but it's it feels like, oh my God, Michaela. It feels like, I don't know, like the top of the world, you know?
I don't imagine them naked, if that's, or within their underwear, like most people say. I actually don't think about it. A lot of my favorite artists, when they perform live, they look like they don't see the other people there. They just kind of pretend they're in their own zone. And I don't play enough in front of a lot of people to do that, but yeah, I would say I feel pretty much normal.
I especially like the whispering over the breakdown.
Well, he actually said specific stuff. That was weird.
Yeah.
So Dad, we get something. It's like, the only time you could ever get any rest.
It's really fun. I like it. I typically don't get like scared of the audience. I don't really care what they think of me. I just get more nervous that like I'm gonna mess up and like screw up the whole show for everyone else who's in it with me. But other than that, I don't really get stage fright.
I just get a lot of adrenaline. My heart starts pumping, and then when a good reaction comes from the audience, typically get happy.
It's really rewarding. It's the best thing when you make like the entire audience laugh.
I can't really comprehend it. It's just a crazy feeling. Like I'm up here doing cool stuff, but I'm trying to stay focused so then I can like keep time with the band. And yeah, it's fun when people enjoy the music, especially like your friends. And yeah, it's great.
I think definitely here in the community, kids are exposed to watching the musical because like we almost get like a full house every time, like, or maybe just like half of these rows, but like it's a lot of people. But like in the world, I feel like musicals are being a new thing, you know, like with Hamilton, like that exploded.
No, I don't. I think that if you go around taking random samples of teenagers and ask them if they're even involved in any kind of art, the answers would be pretty disappointing, which is sad because the art, you can derive a lot from that, you know, and it's a really beautiful thing. I think it enriches people's lives.
No, I don't think so.
I mean, they get the opportunity to. Like, we have the show open to all people, not just a certain amount. So a ton of students can come, and the same for other productions in other high schools. They do the same thing. They open their productions to everyone. It just seems like students don't really grasp onto that opportunity to see what goes on to actually put on the show.
I think a lot of people are concerned with what other people think about them, and they're like, oh, like if I go on stage, everyone's gonna watch me, and they don't like that because they think people are gonna like be like, oh, look, that person's stupid, you know, and no one wants to have people think that they're stupid, so I think a lot of people are like scared.
I don't think art culture exists everywhere the way it should. I think a lot of society is so technology based, and I know that there can be art in technology, but I think everything is so fast paced that sometimes we don't take the time to actually look at an image or a painting or a sculpture for an extended period of time, enough time that we're able to like see what it means to us as well as like what the piece of art means to the artist or to the community. And I think that we don't make space for that because I think looking at art teaches us a lot about ourselves, and I think we live in a culture where people don't want to be self-reflective anymore.
I see a lot of kids who don't care about anything, get bad grades, they don't care, they do whatever and no one cares. It really kind of makes me want to cry because no one is starting to care anymore.
It was not so for a long time in school because they've cut the funding, and so there's a big gaping hole in students and their understanding of music theory. And so I had the opportunity to do this at the after school, but during the regular day they've cut it at Aptos High here. Hopefully they're going to be bringing it back. But at the same time, kids are exposed to more arts now than ever before because of the information age and YouTube. And what you can learn online on your own is amazing. But collectively in schools in California, I've seen it getting worse.
Kids don't really have that much exposure to it anymore. At least, probably the same chance of them finding out, but no one thinks it's cool anymore. You know what I mean? Like, if you play an instrument, it's like, that's cool, but no one really cares. I don't want to, like, blame it on mainstream media or music these days or any of that. It's just, I don't know, things just get old, I guess.
Not in general. I think that the arts have been cut so much from schools in general, especially at the elementary level, that kids don't know if they're even interested in the arts. And that can be music, drama, dance, visual arts, all of it. I think that we need to rethink some of the school funding that tends to really support the sports side only, because not all of us are athletes. So I think there needs to be a little bit better balance for the arts.
I feel like it could definitely open up a different window for them, because we're really told in the education system to get a really formal job and a really a job that will pay, you know, but sometimes it's kind of fun to do what you want. I think it'd be cool to do something in art later in life, and I think it'd be cool. I think it'd be better if younger people got the chance to go to museums more, or just look at the art spaces that are around them that they don't really know about, because there are tons here in Santa Cruz County especially that a lot of kids don't know about, and it's a really great place for artists.
What do you think of when you hear the word apathy?
I think, what's that mean?
I don't know what that means. To be honest.
Definite structure. I already forgot what that means.
What does that mean?
Teenagers.
I think if someone who doesn't really have self-respect, or they don't realize that they have a place in the world, or that they can use their energy for positive things, or that they have the power to make a change, I also don't think that person would be very happy, because I think happiness is a huge part of being self-motivated.
Well, if that's what apathy means, I do not like it. That it's not what the drama department is, because we work really hard here, and we're constantly moving. If we're just all moving parts, everyone in the drama department, it's like a body, you know? If one arm isn't moving, then the rest of the body is not gonna work.
Did they tie my shoe? This is what I think of when I hear the word apathy. I don't know if you can see it, but they just tied what I think of. Oh my god!
Everybody here is just so great. We all love each
have
other.
a lot of laughs. We just have a lot of laughs.
That's what I think of when I hear the word apathy.
When I hear apathy, I think of people who haven't had a reason to care. Maybe they don't care because something has happened to them that has taken away their ability to care, or maybe they don't care because nothing has sparked an interest in them. But it's a lack of empathy, it's a lack of passion for the world around them.
When I hear art culture, I think of drawing festivals, festivals where you can sell art museums, music festivals. There's also Burning Man. Burning Man is one huge art festival, and I sort of think of those when I think of art culture. Having the drive to want to do something, having to drive to maybe want to learn how to draw this, or maybe learn how to play that, or just figure out how to do something in general, make a cool tune with a set of pipes, or bang on that door right there and make a really cool riff. Then that could be a mindset.
When I hear art culture, I think about a culture of where art is appreciated. Art isn't just something that some schools have as an elective if they have enough money. It's something that's an important part of the human experience and not just something that some people do in their spare time for fun. It's something that's incorporated into your daily life. Art is appreciated, artists are appreciated, and people make time to appreciate art on a daily level and incorporate art into their lives. I do think exposing more youth to art would help them become more self-reflective, especially if it's done in a way where it's being done by people who are passionate about art and the students are giving the freedom to find art that is meaningful to them. I don't think it'll work if you're just saying, look at this art textbook and appreciate this art and be self-reflective, but if it means discovering art in a way that makes sense to them as artists or them as emerging artists or them as students who've never thought of themselves as artists, I think it definitely can.
I mean, the opportunity to join these groups it would help, honestly, because it makes the kids want to learn something, want to know something, want to figure out how to do something. But honestly, some kids may not choose it because they may not want to do this, but it's always things are always open to them. They always have a lot of resources.
Yeah, I think art, unlike most mediums, can actually help people understand others' experiences in a way that just reading about them can't. And I think, although, literature is art as well, but I think art can really help people get to know other people on a level that's deeper than just reading about them in a textbook or hearing about it on the news. And I think that can build empathy amongst diverse people who maybe don't have a lot of opportunities to talk to each other one-on-one. Yeah.
Absolutely. Across all arts, they need to be taught right hand in hand with literature and writing and poetry and reading and math. It's just as important. Absolutely.
I do think that apathy is a huge problem because I see it amongst a lot of kids in high school. And I think, if you gave one of them a guitar and nothing else, after a while they'd have a little more motivation. Hopefully. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, so.
It's D.
I think that a lot of positive characteristics come with being interested and motivated to do a hobby or learn some sort of complex skill outside of just academics or the things you have to do.
Yeah, I mean, music and art help. I don't think they really hurt anybody. So if it's gonna do anything, it might do nothing, it might help, I don't know.
Whatever they say is not for me. Sun will rise and fade your bruises. They can never cleanse your body of wounds and battle scars. You'll just fight for some reaction. You'll get yours and I'll get mine and they'll get theirs. Whatever they say is not always falling, not